Tonight on News 5 Live, Belize City Mayor Bernard Wagner and his city administrator are at odds at City Hall. Is Stephanie Lindo Garbut in or out of the Belize City Council? $1 million contract is awarded to a construction company, is the concern of Councillor Edmund Kwan. And Shine Barrow calls out media hypocrisy over coverage of Patrick Fauber. These stories and more coming up on News 5 Live.
Smart introduces Real Unlimited Postpaid Plans, providing customers with unlimited talk, unlimited text, and unlimited data. Now that's a real great deal. With Smart Plus, Share 1 and 2, and Enterprise 1 and 2 plans, you can talk as much as you want, text as much as you want, and for the first time ever in Belize, you can enjoy unlimited data with your postpaid plan. So come in and sign up for an unlimited postpaid plan and enjoy limitless possibilities. In addition, other plans such as the Flex Junior, Choice, and Select have been boosted with a lot more talk, text, and data, providing you with the best value for your budget. Be unlimited with Smart. It's time to power your dollar with Smart.
be there. Thank you so much.
Why are you so excited?
Let me tell you a secret. I just got off the phone with Santa.
Hi, Santa. For Christmas, I want a pea shooter, a football. An iPhone and a makeup for Christmas.
Oh, come on. 1 second.
We just learned that Santa's phone number has just been revealed. The number is 227-7132. Children all over.
I'm sorry, Dad. I shared Santa's phone number.
It's that time of the year when all that stands between you and all of this is...
Give me five. Give me five. Give me five.
That's all it takes. Get your coupons at Channel 5 and Coney Drive and Channel 5's website. Then, starting Monday, December 5th, keep those phones close and tune in to Channel 5 at 8 p.m. as we start our nightly giveaways until Friday, December 9th. Remember, when the phone rings, don't say
Hello.
Say, give me five.
This newscast is brought to you by the Belize Bank Limited. Our country, your bank.
Good evening and welcome to News 5 Live for Wednesday, November 30th. I am Sabrina Daly. City Administrator Stephanie Lindo Garbut is on a 3-week hiatus from her desk job at City Hall, reportedly after a fallout with Mayor Bernard Wagner, who, reports say, is not pleased with her performance and professional conduct. But is her position with the Belize City Council coming to an abrupt end? It has been reported elsewhere in the media that the spat between the mayor and the city administrator took place during a recent caucus meeting, for which the minutes are yet to be disclosed on the council's website. Outside of a resignation, Lindo Garbut will remain as city administrator up until March of 2024, which will be 1 month after the slated municipal elections. Today, when the media caught up with Mayor Wagner, he was asked about what's really going on.
Absolutely no truth to that. The point is that the city administrator requested vacation leave. She is due vacation leave. The minutes of the caucus will really... We have been a very transparent council. You can go on our website at any time and see the minutes of those caucus meetings. And you will see within the scope of that minutes that what transpired in the caucus was not what your informant said to you, or so what sources said.
So you're not looking to replace her anytime soon?
No, she has a contract up to ending of March 2024. We have always been a council who believe that we will not give any city administrator any council outside our term of office. And so when our term of office concludes in February of 2024, hers conclude in March, just to give her that transition period for any new city administrator that the new council may want to bring in. But that's way down the road.
But the reports are that in that very particular caucus meeting, her performance were very harshly critiqued by yourself and maybe other members of the council.
I wouldn't want to get into speculation and innuendos and suppositions. The point is that the minutes of the caucus will, within a few days, you will see what really transpired, and I ask you to bear some patience with us on that.
During that same caucus meeting, it is also reported that the Belize City Council approved a $1.2 million contract to Gel Quarry Company Limited. The contract is for infrastructure works in the Gungalung area of Belize City. But is there conflict of interest involving a city member of the Belize City Council? On LinkedIn, Councillor Edmund Kwan's profile indicates that he is presently the manager of Gel Quarry Company Limited. His work experience also speaks to him being a shareholder for Homes for Sale, Belize Company Limited since 2019, and manager for Kwan's Trading Center since 1994. Mayor Bernard Wagner was asked about this, and here's his response.
I have no knowledge that Councillor Kwan is a shareholder. You will have to show me that. To the best of my knowledge, Gel Quarry and Councillor Kwan has no relationship. The council made a decision. The council believed that Gel Quarry was a company that could provide the necessary works to alleviate the suffering of many of our poorer people in the south side of Belize City, in the Gungalung area. And the council felt very good about that project.
Even if he isn't a shareholder, at the very least on his LinkedIn account says that he's the manager.
Well, I can't deal with speculation, so I can't answer that. Well, you'll have to ask him that, man.
But did that come up at any point in your meetings, and did he say, you know, I have nothing to do with it?
He has indicated to us that he has no shareholding interest in Gel Quarry. And we at the council believe in that, and they made the decision. It's a straightforward transaction.
He participated in that vote?
He did. He did participate. And the minutes was there, man. You read the minutes and you'll see that the council made the decision, and the council is a duly elected body.
Well, Mr. Mayor, aren't you concerned of the appearance of conflict of interest in this case?
Listen to me. If appearance of conflict will be everywhere in Belize City. Belize on a whole is a very small country. If I leave it up to you all in respect to how you determine conflict of interest, we'll do no business in this city.
While the city administrator's job is secure, at least until March 2024, Mayor Bernard Wagner confirmed today that Auditor Marilyn Garvin is no longer with the council. Reports are that there may have been fundamental differences between Garvin and the council as it relates to spending practices. Another auditor in that department has also left. Mayor Bernard Wagner says that Garvin's contract expired and that the council is soon to find her replacement.
Ms. Garvin's contract expired, and Ms. Garvin didn't have any indication that she wanted to continue here, and we had very good relationship with Ms. Garvin. I spoke to Ms. Garvin just a week ago. We have always been a transparent council, the most transparent council ever. And we have concluded our audit. Our audit will be made public, and you will see that whatever rumors you hear out there, it's totally untrue.
Just to clarify, sir, the reports suggested that Mrs. Garvin's departure is premised on the fact that there has been some disagreements in how council has spent some of the funds. Just if you can sort of clarify some of that for us.
The council is a duly elected council, and all spending bills go to the council for approval. The council has a mandate by the people to make policies, to make decisions, and that is where we go by.
Has anyone else from that department left, though, as a result of any kind of tension?
No, Travis Lennon was an auditor, and he lives in Belmopan. He came to me. He said, Mayor, the commuting is very tough. I have a job offer in Belmopan. And so I tell him, Travis, you are my good friend. I would wish to have you with me forever, but your family comes first. And that is the end of the story with Travis.
And I'm assuming that a replacement will come shortly?
Of course. We do believe that the audit is an important arm of the council, the internal audit. But we also have external audit, and we have one of the best external audit in Cedric Flowers, and he concluded his audit, and that will be made public very shortly. It will be for consumption.
Coming up, FFB makes substantial land purchase in Belmopan for facility expansion project.
It's Brothers Summit 39th anniversary, and that means big savings for all our valued customers. This year, save an extravagant 50% off our most popular products like our entire lineup of decorative paints you know and love, all power tools from our most powerful brands, Simpson generators and pressure washers, all windows, plus our new line of Track automotive batteries, a whopping 20% off all Inco mirrors, plus a whopping 50% to 60% off our Nuvo, Design House, and Westinghouse light fixtures. And don't forget our super yard sale items on clearance. Come in, call or message us today and take advantage of our delivery and curbside pickup options through WhatsApp.
Across the globe and right here at home, millions of people are being exploited for profit. In our country, in our home, traffickers, human traffickers, are exploiting both domestic and foreign nationals for labor exploitation and sexual exploitation. Families are facilitating their young girls and women for sexual exploitation purposes. As a community, we are taking a stand against human trafficking in our beautiful country.
I stand against human trafficking in Belize.
I stand against the exploitation of the vulnerable.
I stand against human trafficking in all its form of exploitation towards our men, women, boys, and girls.
Trafficking in persons is a crime against humanity. The violence done to the physical and psychological well-being of people who are forced into slavery is a violation beyond imagination. No one can do everything, but everyone can do something. Take action now. I ask you, will you stand against human trafficking today?
This message is brought to you by the Insurance Corporation of Belize. Please be advised that all claims relating to Hurricane Lisa must be submitted by the 2nd of December 2022. To report a claim, call 224-5328 or 224-5329. Call or WhatsApp 613-0693 or 613-0645. Email icb@icbinsurance.com. Claim forms are available on icbinsurance.com. We are aware that this is your time of need, and we will do our best to efficiently serve you. May God bless you and your family and keep you safe.
Will be giving away over $50,000 in cash and prizes this Christmas, and we want you to help us spread the holiday cheer. This season, every prize winner gets the opportunity to pay it forward to a family or friend. It's easy. You win and you select someone to win the same prize. Now that's exciting. This Christmas, be gifted and pay it forward only with Digi. Season's greetings from our national Telecom.
What did you mean earlier about climate change, Mom?
Well, when I was your age, I remember beautiful coral reefs and healthy beaches. The summers weren't as hot as they are right now, and the rainy season meant that it only rained when it was supposed to.
And then what happened?
The weather just started to change. and storms got worse. Coral reefs started to die because the ocean was getting too warm, and crops started to die because there were not much rain. You know, we realized as adults that we were doing something that was causing this.
What were you all doing?
The same thing we're doing now. Not using clean, renewable energy, chopping down too many trees, and even polluting the air with gases such as the gases emitted from our cars when we drive around.
We need some help before it's too late, Mom. We can't let it get worse. What can I do? We can raise our voices.
With 35 million dreams, aspirations, and futures at risk in CARIFORUM, we need your voice in our story against climate change. Acknowledge, commit, act. This message is brought to you by the Caribbean Community Climate Change Center under the Intra-ACP Global Climate Change Alliance Plus program and is funded by the European Union.
It's that time of the year when all that stands between you and all of this is...
Give me 5. Give me 5. Give me 5.
That's all it takes. Get your coupons at Channel 5 and Coney Drive and Channel 5's website. Then, starting Monday, December 5th, keep those phones close and tune in to Channel 5 at 8 p.m. as we start our nightly giveaways until Friday, December 9th. Remember, when the phone rings, don't say
hello.
Say, give me 5.
The Football Federation of Belize purchased 19 acres of land today with the future of the sport in mind. The land is located behind FFB's administration building and dormitories, and it's at its headquarters in Belmopan. But before it made the purchase, the Federation had to sort out its land documents. While FBB has been laying claim to the now purchased land for the last decade, they reportedly only recently learned that all their land documents were not in order. Well, they engaged Recondev, and soon enough, those papers were sorted out. Today, FFB handed over a 6-figure check to Recondev to purchase the 19 acres, which will be used to create an FFB Center of Excellence. News 5's Paul Lopez has the story.
The Football Federation of Belize is looking to expand its facility at the FFB headquarters in Belmopan with the purchase of 19 acres of land. At a value of $900,000, Earl Jones, the General Secretary of FFB, explained that the purchase was being covered by the FFB Forward Fund.
We approached FIFA on further use of the funds, and conditional upon the development, upon the money that would be expended on the projects, FIFA required that we look into ownership of property or some long-term lease that will guarantee the investment. When we looked into the situation at FFB, we were on the perception that we had 2 parcels of land here on the lease. But to our surprise, after discussing it with the Recondev, we found out that one is under a proper lease, the other one for 99 years, the other was never formally documented at the Lands Department.
Through the FIFA Forward Fund, FFB recently completed the construction of a synthetic pitch and renovation of its bleachers on 5 acres of leased land that sits along the Hummingbird Highway. FFB also claims 2 additional parcels amounting to 19 acres, which is situated at the rear of those 5 acres. But the executive recently discovered that the Federation did not have the proper land documents for all 19 acres, a requirement by FIFA to access the necessary funds for further development of those lands.
We realized that we did not have the back portion of the land under any proper documented lease, and that is when FIFA said, well, you need to have proper title for the land in order to continue the investment. We cannot continue investing in a property which is not secured, and the discussion started with the Recondev, the Reconstruction and Development Corporation.
FFB's executive approached the Reconstruction and Development Corporation, which is responsible for land management in the capital city. In their discussion, Recondev agreed to a purchase price of $900,000 for 19 acres of land, or roughly $47,400 per acre. It is a win for FFB, but a competing interest for Belmopan residents seeking land, as Brian Mira, the chairman of the board of directors at Recondev, readily admitted.
It has been a little while since we started the conversations. It's a decision that was not taken lightly. We got together with the Minister of Sports, with the Minister, with the area representative of Belmopan, because it's competing interests. Belmopan is in need of land for its citizens, but at the same time, there was a unique opportunity for FFB to own the land around the stadium, which puts them on a good footing for the future. We found out that they had gotten 2 leases. They actually lodged the first lease, which is the first portion, but the second lease, for some reason, was never executed, so that expired. We went ahead and had the conversations with them. I knew they were using a part. We never ever thought that we were just going to sell it or give it away. We don't operate that way. But they also wanted to include the back portion, which is a larger portion. And of course, we had that conversation, and this is where we end up now. No? There are actually 3 parcels. The original parcel, they have a 99-year lease for that. This is where the stadium is. There's a second parcel behind it, immediately behind it, which they are already using a part of. That lease was never lodged at land, so that lease was expired and was no longer valid. And then there's a third portion which goes all the way to the Roaring Creek River, which is a larger piece, and which they have plans for in the future. And so we went ahead and did the transaction for the remaining parts that were not already lodged at lands.
Wouldn't there be, and I'm just asking, a need for some sort of a retroactive payment for the use of that land during that period when payments weren't being made?
I would love for FFB to pay us. I don't think we're gonna go down that route. I think it's just for the benefit of football. We just have to say, it was being put to good use. They already had a lease. They just didn't lodge it.
Today, FFB President Sergio Chuk handed over a check to Recondev. Now that the purchase of the land has been finalized, President Chuk says FFB will engage Vivid Arch, an architectural and engineering firm based in Belize City, to develop a master plan for its envisioned FFB Center of Excellence.
When the master plan is completed within, I believe, the next 3-4 months, then we would have an idea of how long it would take, because then we would have an exact idea how much it will cost.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.
Earlier today, opposition leader Shine Barrow appeared on Open Your Eyes as a guest to discuss recent developments within the United Democratic Party. He spoke about a push for unity within the fractured UDP and also touched briefly on the Patrick Faber fiasco. As we've reported, the Collet area representative and former party leader has been given the cold shoulder by the nominations committee and will likely end up running as an independent candidate in that constituency. While on the couch this morning, Shine pointed out the so-called hypocrisy with which the media has covered Faber's scenario when compared to the coverage of the latest allegation made against former Belmopan area representative John Saldivar. Here's Shine on Faber's terminated candidacy.
That is why he's no longer a candidate for the UDP, because the party is not surrounded by or doesn't revolve around one individual. And this narrative that you have, and I will get into it with John Saldivar, the hypocrisy with John Saldivar, oh, he's been accused of corruption multiple times, he should go, you shouldn't even have a special committee. Patrick Faber, accused of personal misconduct, which is tantamount to corruption, resigned, then got caught on video again headbutting the same partner, and the media houses said nothing. Yet you continue to spew this narrative of the party not being able to move on without him. We have moved on without him. unity is not, does not translate into Patrick Farber being a part of the UDP. Unity is Elodia Aragon, who did not support me to be party leader, now fully on board with my leadership. Unity is Alfonso Sanchez in Toledo West, who did not support me for party leader, being fully on board with my leadership. Unity is Giovanni Alamea in Freetown, in Pickstock, O.J. Elrington in Freetown. All people who did not support me or who are independents that have now come on board. That is unity. Unity is at least 25, 26 of our standard bearers working together for one purpose.
When it came to the disgraced former Minister of National Security, party leader Barrow reiterated that despite John Saldivar's designation by the U.S. State Department as a significantly corrupt individual, the UDP will afford him due process.
I totally abhor endemic corruption. I believe it is a problem that has plagued Belize for more than 41 years, but certainly in our post-independence by both governments. And I believe that these politicians who act with impunity because they could win their seat 4 times, 5 times, they're there 20 years, they're there 30 years, that is a threat to our nation. It is a threat to our economic growth, and it just impacts the morality, the morale of our nation, and so I denounce it in every form. So when this matter came up as far as the Americans, who again, not just I have a personal relationship with the Americans, Belize has
have a great
relationship with the United States of America. They are our #1 bilateral partner for the past 41 years. They give the most to Belize. It is something that you have to take serious. And my immediate response was that you have to condemn corruption and you have to treat this matter very serious. However, we live in a nation where natural justice and due process is a fundamental principle of our democracy. So while the Americans took the steps that they needed to take to protect their national security based on the information that they have, I, as the leader, believe that we needed to have an opportunity for Mr. Saldivar to be given due process.
A Belize City family is lucky to be at home tonight after being found guilty of 3 counts of possession of a controlled drug with intent to supply. 80-year-old Brenda Vasquez, a retired teacher, her 29-year-old son, Giovanni Vasquez, and her 29-year-old grandson, Christian Young, appeared before the magistrate court this afternoon where they were convicted of 3 counts of drug trafficking. The trio was arrested and charged after police raided their residence on Lauren Burgess Crescent and discovered a box of Lucky Charms cereal, as well as a pack of brownies containing 11 parcels stuffed with cannabis. The raid took place in October 2020, but after 2 years of the matter being lodged in the lower courts, it has been attended to by Senior Magistrate Baha Showman. The trio was fined a combined total of $9,945, which has to be paid by February 28, 2023, April 30th, 2023, and May 30th, 2023, respectively. After the break, Floralia offers priority seating on all its runs. But first, here's the weather report from the Belize Meteorological Services.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's weather report that marks the end of the 2022 Atlantic hurricane season. I am meteorologist Shayna Young. A relatively moist and unstable eastern or easterly airflow prevailed across the country today, which supported a few showers and isolated thunderstorms mostly over the Belize district during the course of today. What can we expect for tonight? Mostly cloudy conditions can be expected over most areas. However, showers will be isolated except for near Dangriga, Placenta, and also over Punta Gorda tonight. Taking a look at tonight's low temperatures. Low temperatures will be near 78 degrees Fahrenheit over Belize City, San Pedro, and also Dangriga, while 76 degrees Fahrenheit can be expected over the south near Placenta and Punta Gorda, and also up north near Corozal, with only 72 degrees Fahrenheit expected over inland areas near Belmopan and also Orange Walk. Taking a look at tomorrow's weather, a similar pattern is expected. However, an increase in cloudiness is expected over most areas, with a few showers over Orange Walk and also over southern coastal locations near Dangriga, Placenta, and also Punta Gorda. Tomorrow's high temperatures will be 86 degrees Fahrenheit along most coastal areas, with 89 degrees Fahrenheit over Belmopan, and 90 degrees Fahrenheit can be expected near Orange Walk and also San Ignacio. Taking a look at the weather for the next 4 days, a similar trend is expected to continue with a moist east to northeasterly airflow, and winds will be 5 to 15 knots with a slight increase on Saturday. Taking a look at the tropics, conditions continue to be very quiet over the area as this marks the end of the hurricane season, and tropical cyclone formation is not expected during the next 2 days. Taking a look at the marine conditions, this relatively dry easterly airflow has become moist, and it will continue from the east and northeast tonight and also tomorrow, with waves of about 3 to 5 feet, and winds will be, the sea state will be choppy. Taking a look at the astronomical conditions, there will be a high tide at 4:01 tomorrow morning, followed by a low tide at 11:01 in the morning, and another high tide at 5:18 tomorrow afternoon, with a low tide at 11:21 tomorrow night. The sun will rise at 6 minutes past 6 tomorrow morning and will set at 5:16 tomorrow evening. The moon will set at 12:20 tomorrow morning and will rise tomorrow afternoon at 1:04. This hurricane season has turned out to be a very normal season, with 14 named storms that has formed during the course of the period, with 8 of them becoming hurricanes and 2 of them being major hurricanes. In terms of Belize, we were affected indirectly by Hurricane Julia due to its offshore bands, and we had a direct landfall from Hurricane Lisa that impacted the country. This weather report was brought to you by the National Climate Change Office through the UNDP Climate Promise from Pledge to Impact project.
My lights, yeah. Go to my lights. Go to my lights. You gotta go to my lights. Yeah. I wanna shine, 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 shine. I hit my lights cause that's my plan, 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 plan. My lights have your favorite brand, 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 brand. Just come with nothing in your hands, 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 hands. My lights, and it goes on and on and on. It goes on and on and on.
started innocently. It looked fun. It looked cool. But then I got hooked. And it had its downsides. I couldn't keep up physically. It started to put a strain on my life and the lives of my loved ones. And I got sick. Really sick. And I realized I was losing. But I knew what I had to do.
Hola. Disculpa por no llegar anoche. Lo siento. He estado hace tiempo con ganas de decirte algo. Últimamente estoy lidiando con mis problemas de salud mental.
I think if there was no stigma around mental health, I'd be more open about what I'm going through on the inside. And I don't know. Maybe I'd find that other people in my life are actually going through the same thing.
Há alguns anos, comecei a contar para outras pessoas sobre minha ansiedade. Isso me ajudou a descobrir ótimas formas de como lidar com ela.
Soy muy sociable. Creo que si hablara sobre mis problemas de la salud mental, simplemente no lo creerían. Por eso no hablo de ello.
Me preocupa que si la gente se enterara de mi salud mental, pensarán que soy débil. Por eso me aislé. Pero creo que voy a cambiar esto.
The Belize City Council will soon acquire 2 garbage trucks to complement its fleet in the sanitation department. The purchasing of the new compactor trucks will be made possible through a donation of over 500,000 Belize dollars from the government of Japan. Today at City Hall, a grant contract signing ceremony was held where a check was officially handed over by the Japanese ambassador to Mayor Bernard Wagner.
That has always been a challenge for all municipalities, especially Belize City. Belize City is a growing municipality, and the level of equipment that we have clearly can't satisfy the demands of the city, and so being able to increase your fleet, right, from 2 and having an additional 2 really goes a long way. It really started during COVID, right? We had the discussion in respect to their grassroots human security project, and we felt that this request or donation could be captured under that grassroots program. Their program is a Kusanone model, which really focus on municipalities and NGOs funding projects that really alleviate poverty, alleviate human security and that sort of things.
Today's grant contract that we are going to sign envisions the cooperation by the Japanese government to provide funding in the amount of $269 and $747, approximately Brazilian dollars $34,100 under the Government of Japan's grant assistance for grassroots and human security projects.
Since 1996, almost $3.5 million in funding have been provided to the government of Belize by the Japanese government for 48 projects in the country. But what then happens to the contract with Belize Waste Control? Mayor Bernard Wagner says that the trucks will assist the council with filling in the gaps in certain garbage hotspots across the city.
It's a collaboration. As you know, Belize Waste Control has a contract for commercial and residential garbage, but there is always gaps in terms of the hotspots all across the city. The Pixakali, we have hotspots where our night team go in the night and really fill those gaps that are not covered within the scope of the waste control contract.
And the work that the LIU has undertaken with people to clean the streets, that's also a collaboration with the City Council?
That is ongoing. That is ongoing. We do believe in ensuring that we engage our youths, we engage everyone in respect to cleaning up of the city, and the LIU program obviously has been doing its part. Having these additional compactor trucks will certainly enhance our ability to pick up those garbage.
Speaking about garbage, the media asked Mayor Bernard Wagner for an update on the massive cleanup campaign that the council launched in the wake of Hurricane Lisa. Residents will recall images from Belize City where there were fallen trees and debris strewn across streets and a multi-stakeholder approach to rid the city of truckloads of wreckage. According to Mayor Wagner, the garbage collection concluded last week, but the council continues to support with pantry and others to assist with whom still did not recover.
We took out 3,030 loads of debris, which amounted to close to 65,000 tons of debris. We have now moved on to more focused approach in addressing some of the gaps that are still out there, but also in relief and supplies. We continue to reach out to our residents in relief and supplies. We have been on the ground, we have been in the neighborhoods, we have been in Mesop, we have been in Khalid, all across the city. We have also been helping residents with the minor repairs, the zinc, the plywood, the 2x4 wood. We have been doing those type of gap filling measures in consort with the NEMO and the government of Belize.
And of course, assistance with food and that kind of thing as well.
Yes, based on my figures that I received just last night, we have contributed as a city close to $300,000 in terms of relief supplies alone, along with the repairs.
Coming up, there's much more news after the break, so don't go away.
Bree, what's wrong? It's him. He hit me again. Oh my gosh. This time it was worse. He slammed my face in the wall and threatened to kill me. If you or someone you know is experiencing family violence, call 0800-A-WAY-OUT. Or you can text or WhatsApp to 672-9628.
Belize Dara Cyber Home Theatre presents a tribute to the late great Otis Redding on Saturday, December 10th, 2022. It's an all-white affair and dance, live music by Mr. Mellow Madness Metro, live DVD performance of Otis Redding on the big screen.
Think about it, baby. Listen, you really ought to think about it.
Bring out the entire family to the Ex-Servicemen League on 158 Newtown Barracks on Saturday, December 10th, 2022 from 8 p.m. until. Entrance is only $10.
I'll let nothing separate us.
How are we to measure the success of our lives? For many, an ordinary life should have the following: a job, a house, enough money to buy a new car. But what if we threw out the ordinary? What could escaping ordinary at our jobs do? How about for our marriages? What if I told you we could all be escaping ordinary? Join us as we begin our new series.
It's that time of the year when all that stands between you and all of this is...
Give me five, give me five, give me five!
That's all it takes. Get your coupons at Channel 5 and Coney Drive and Channel 5's website. Then, starting Monday, December 5th, keep those phones close and tune in to Channel 5 at 8 p.m. as we start our nightly giveaways until Friday, December 9th. Remember, when the phone rings, don't say hello. Say, give me five.
Smart introduces Real Unlimited Postpaid Plans, providing customers with unlimited talk, unlimited text, and unlimited data. Now that's a real great deal. With Smart Plus, Share 1 and 2, and Enterprise 1 and 2 plans, you can talk as much as you want, text as much as you want, and for the first time ever in Belize, you can enjoy unlimited data with your postpaid plan. So come in and sign up for an unlimited postpaid plan and enjoy limitless possibilities. In addition, other plans such as the Flex Junior, Choice, and Select have been boosted with a lot more talk, text, and data, providing you with the best value for your budget. Be unlimited with Smart.
It's time to power your dollar with Smart.
On Sunday, the residents of Santa Rosa Village in the Stan Creek District gave their written affirmation to the Free, Prior, and Informed Consent (FPIC) agreement and the Indigenous Peoples Plan (IPP). The agreement indicates that Santa Rosa Village has given its consent for the Resilient Rural Belize program to commence work in the community. For any activity to be implemented in areas where Indigenous people reside, RRB is required by law to implement the legally required process of the FPIC. It is a relatively new practice in Belize, and today we asked Geraldo Flowers, the program manager at RRB, about it.
The free, prior, and informed consent is a process that Resilient Rural Belize has to do whenever it plans to engage with an indigenous community. So San Jose is regarded by the government of Belize, Santa Rosa, by the government of Belize and the United Nations as an indigenous community. And therefore, before we go in, before we develop our program, we have to inform the community itself of the benefits and some of the risks working with Resilient Rural Belize. And so that process is an extensive process. It took us about 6 months or so, and it culminated this last weekend with the signing of the agreement between the community leaders, RRB, and the government of Belize. The FPIC process, we believe, not only covers the program, but also enacts a monitoring system that is comprised of the RRB and also the community itself, so that we can periodically update them on what the project is delivering and how it's and any challenges or risks that we may have. The project is working primarily with vegetables, with farmers who are producing vegetables and who also produce honey and pineapple. And so in this case, these farmers are interested in sweet peppers, producing sweet peppers, producing tomatoes, producing cilantro. And what we want to do with them are three things. We want to help them to develop their productive capacity to do that. We want to provide them with implements such as fertigation systems and greenhouses as well. And we want to also enable them to find markets for their products.
Councillor Micah Goodin is away studying at law school. His stint as deputy mayor was short-lived following a shooting incident in which a shadow youth councillor was injured. So who takes over Goodin's portfolio at the council? Mayor Wagner says that he has been attending the council caucus meeting virtually and that the technical team within his portfolio is dealing with the operations on the ground.
We congratulate Councillor Goodin. He has been participating in all our caucuses, so we congratulate him and we wish him well. And I do believe that all Belizeans should wish our brother well. The best.
And his responsibilities, have those been delegated to another councillor?
Again, the councillor, when you talk about portfolios, do not do day-to-day administration of those portfolios. They have managers. They are at the policy level. And so participating in the caucus should be able to get the deliverables you want.
It is Disabilities Week, and today one of the activities included the launch of a priority seating program with Floralia. The bus company, which is based in the south and has 3 runs, 2 from Punta Gorda and 1 coming out of Independence, has partnered with the Belize Assembly for Persons with Diverse Abilities, better known as BAPDA, to establish a priority seating program for not only persons with visible impediments. News 5's Dwayne Moody reports.
Today at the Samuel Haynes compound in Belize City, several persons with visible impediments got on board a Floralia bus, marking the start of the bus company's priority seating program for persons living with diverse abilities.
This week is the week of disabilities, so now we're focusing on launching today for all our runs and for our charter runs, saying that our 2 first row of seats are designated and demarcated with decals showing priority seatings for the visually pregnant women, the persons who have disabilities, the elderly, and those who are injured.
Floralia's operations manager says that outside of the brand association, it is in line with the mission of the bus company, which is to provide the best experience to its passengers.
Back in December 6, 2021, Floralia first launched out of the Punta Gorda town with 2 buses. Later on in March, we launched out of Independence with 1 run, all buses going to Belize City. Moving forward, we wanted to cement our place in the bus industry as being a new modern company in terms of uplifting the transportation sector. So we focus primarily in making sure our customers, our motto is making your journey an experience. So living by that, we focus a lot on training with our staff in terms of giving that customer service, being able to making sure everyone is operating the right way up to standards, following the RSPs.
It is an important milestone for the Belize Assembly for Persons with Diverse Abilities because living with disabilities comes with its own issues.
Traveling is often one of the biggest hurdles that persons with disabilities face. And when I mention disabilities, I'm also thinking of those that are seen and unseen. I mean, the ones that have mobility issues, it's easy to see, that they need assistance, but then we have others who maybe are facing issues dealing with maybe sickle cell disease or other types of problems that would, impact the body and how, they move. And having this for them is something that's truly, an event, or it's something that we've been waiting for so long. and also having others aboard, you know, like the older persons and those who are pregnant and those who are injured as well. It just adds to all the, you know, goodness of it.
Dwayne Moody for News 5.
Just ahead, White Yardie to headline stand-up comedy show alongside Belizean comedians.
It's that time of the year when all that stands between you and all of this is...
Give me 5. Give me 5. Give me 5.
That's all it takes. Get your coupons at Channel 5 and Coney Drive and Channel 5's website. Then, starting Monday, December 5th, keep those phones close and tune in to Channel 5 at 8 p.m. as we start our nightly giveaways until Friday, December 9th. Remember, when the phone rings, don't say hello. Say, give me 5.
My lights, yeah. Go to my lights, go to my lights. You gotta go to my lights, yeah. I wanna shine, 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 shine. I hit my lights cause that's my plan, 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 plan. My lights have your favorite brand, 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 brand. Just come with nothing in your hands, 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 hands. My lights, and it goes on and on and on. It goes on and on and on, yeah. I wanna celebrate with my lights, sing yeah, yo, baby let's go. My lights, I wanna celebrate with my lights, sing yeah, yo, baby let's go. We going to the stars, what we gon' do right? We gon' light a life, only with my light. We going to the stars, what we gon' do right? We gon' light a life, only with my light.
El periodo de registro para la Amnistía Belice 2022 será del 2 de agosto al 30 de noviembre. ¿Estás listo? Mientras te preparas, aclaremos algunos conceptos erróneos sobre Amnistía 2022. Si mi solicitud no es aprobada, ¿mi familia o yo enfrentaremos deportación? No. Amnistía 2022 es en cambio una oportunidad para que usted y su familia llamen a Belice su hogar de forma permanente. ¿Se requiere el pago al entregar mi solicitud? No. Solo se requiere el pago después de la aprobación de su solicitud. ¿Regalará Amnistía 2022 la ciudadanía? No. Si es elegible para la amnistía, la solicitud significa que tiene la oportunidad de obtener la residencia permanente en Belice. Para obtener más información y cómo presentar una solicitud, visita el sitio web www.immigration.gov.bz. Amnistía de Belice 2022. Continuemos construyendo Belice juntos.
Taking its name from the venerable father of the nation, the George Price Highway stretches 77 miles from Belize City to Benque Viejo. Originally built in the 1930s, this cross-country highway system is the artery that links Belize to Central America at the western border with Guatemala. That connection facilitates overland trade, supporting Belize's economic development. Winding its way across the scenic countryside, the George Price Highway from Roaring Creek to Esperanza has been fully reconstructed to meet international standards, with particular emphasis on road safety. A shorter and hassle-free commute is best enjoyed when everyone obeys the traffic laws. To reduce the number and frequency of road traffic accidents, it means that a seatbelt must be worn at all times and the speed limit observed when traveling along the highway. It also means that pedestrians must use sidewalks and crosswalks where available. Buses should only board and discharge passengers at a designated bus stop. Road safety is everyone's responsibility. It begins with you.
In 2018, I was diagnosed with cervical 4A, stage 4A cancer. First, it was at the size of a grapefruit. That's what the doctor told me. The kidney got enlarged. I couldn't do any chemotherapy because of the kidney. So I had to do only radiation. And I did my first session of 25. And then when I finished with the 25 sessions, I went back, she checked it, and she saw 4 centimeters. And I went back for the next 10 days. And after that, when she checked it again, she said, oh, it's like nothing is there. It wasn't painful, but it's just it's a machine that you go under, and they have like a big, like a circular, and that goes 5 times. You will take 5 minutes. 5 minutes to do the radiation, 1 session. Then you go back the next morning, another session. Well, I personally will highly recommend Galenia Hospital because of its good services, friendly staff, the doctors, very caring. Well, I just want to thank them for everything that they have done for me, you know, the staff and the doctor, especially Dr. Jamie, because she was my doctor for the radiation. No?
Smart introduces Real Unlimited Postpaid Plans, providing customers with unlimited talk, unlimited text, and unlimited data. Now that's a real great deal. With Smart Plus, Share 1 and 2, and Enterprise 1 and 2 plans, you can talk as much as you want, text as much as you want, and for the first time ever in Belize, you can enjoy unlimited data with your postpaid plan. So come in and sign up for an unlimited postpaid plan and enjoy limitless possibilities. In addition, other plans such as the Flex Junior, Choice, and Select have been boosted with a lot more talk, text, and data, providing you with the best value for your budget. Be unlimited with Smart.
It's time to power your dollar with Smart.
The month of November comes to an end today, which means it's time to officially kick off the Christmas season. Across the country, municipal leaders are preparing to turn on the lights on their Christmas trees. The Orange Walk Town Council is taking the lead. On Thursday night, they will be hosting their tree lighting ceremony inside Central Park. Ladrick Shepard, the mayor of Orange Walk, told us that there will be Christmas decorating competitions among all municipalities, and he intends for his town to win the prize. We caught up with Mayor Shepard today in Belmopan.
We speak on Thursday, tomorrow, today is Wednesday, tomorrow, we'll be doing the opening of the Christmas celebrations, the lighting of the tree. So I wish you guys could come out, and I'm quite sure you guys will be amazed with the amount of work. My team, it's the entire crew. We basically shut down most of the operation. Only garbage operation has been working right now. So the entire crew came together, and we're doing our decoration of our park, our Central Park. And again, when I do things for the community. I must say that we want to make people happy. We want to say that when you come out, you can take your kids to the park. For instance, like I said, the playground that is the center of the park, that's one of the main attractions on my tenure that I did. And also, like I said, the amount of work that we are putting in, you guys will be amazed that Orange Walk is going to be one of the most places that you want to take a spin. Not only to eat tacos, but to also take a spin and enjoy the good atmosphere and the things that we have for Christmas. That is only the first one. Then on the 17th of December, we'll be having our Christmas parade. That's a huge parade. Something just like the September celebration parade. This parade starts from the around the hospital, around the boat from the hospital, all the way through center of town, goes around and ends at the park, and they're planning a huge dance. That's not yet confirmed, but that's what we are planning.
There is another grand prize winner for Scratch and Win, just in time for the Christmas holidays. A Belize City resident won $50,000 this afternoon when she decided to purchase 3 tickets after paying a few bills. Angelita, as she prefers to be identified, struck pay dirt on the second try. Here's how it all went down for her today.
I went and paid bills, and after I paid the bills, I said, let me stop at the supermarket at Zan, and I decided to I said $20 I will spend, and so I bought a $10 ticket and 2 $5 ticket, and I went home and I said, hopefully I win back whatever I spent or more, and when I got the ticket, my husband was there, and I scratched the first one, and I won $10 on the $10 one, and I scratched this one, and I called him and I said, please tell me what I won. Tell me what I just won. I said, well, today is my day. And we were so happy, excited. And then I sat down and I scratched the other one, and I got $5 there too.
She came into the office about 10 minutes ago. And usually when someone comes in, you don't know what ticket they're bringing in. Usually it's like 1,000, 2,000. So when she showed me her ticket and I said, wow, she won 50 grand, I was like, it's a good day for Angelita for sure.
And that ticket was won here in Belize City?
Yeah, she bought it at one of our agents, Zan. They're on the boulevard right here in Belize City. So people always say only the districts win, but not today. Today, Belize City won.
What would you say to encourage persons, perhaps this time of year, who are trying their luck ahead of Christmas? Perhaps they want to see if they can get in on a small victory to help with the items that they're purchasing.
Well, I would just say, just like you said, try your luck. There's a lot of winning tickets out there. Huge prizes are left. It could be anywhere. It could be at the store right around your corner. Nobody really knows where they are, but they're there for sure.
International stand-up comedian White Yardy is back in Belize to perform 2 shows, one on Friday night in Belize City and the second on Sunday night in Orange Walk Town. So if you need somewhere to take the entire family this weekend for some fun and laughter, then here is your opportunity. The Friday night show will be hosted at the Bliss, and it will also feature performances from local comedians. The Sunday night show will be held at the Gym Sports Bar and Grill in Orange Walk. White Yardy stopped by our office this evening to speak with us. Here is what he had to say.
People no come look upon that one, yeah. Come look upon that one, yeah. That's a turkey if you didn't know. I know it's hard to recognize because the turkey and my t-shirt are the same color. Me don't know what them do. They drop it in a road tar. You know the tar where them use on the road? Where you use shoe polish and polish all over it? How you get it look like that? That is burnt and then burnt again, then burnt some more, and then you try burn it a little bit more. Well, you didn't try, you did burn it a lot more.
Belize people, big up on yourself. We're there, back in the city again. It's my second time here. Last time I enjoyed it. I'm here again. Make sure you're there at the show. Don't miss the one, yeah. 2 shows, as a matter of fact, yeah.
Tell us a bit about what fans can expect from you when they attend both these shows, one here in Belize City and the next one in OW.
Yeah, so basically, with me, like this time round, I'm going to be talking about what's been going on with me over the last 3 years. So I tell a lot of jokes about my own life, my family, my kids, like at home during the lockdown. Because when we go through that lockdown with COVID, so I'm going to talk about a lot about around the COVID times and that. And, just everybody come out and have a good time and laugh. Yeah.
No, thank you. No, everybody at the table, as soon as you be like, do you want some turkey? No, thank you. You're going to have a no thank you. Can't talk properly right now. You deserve to have a house without a kitchen. You don't deserve to go back into the kitchen again.
And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available in both text and streaming video at channel5belize.com. You can also connect with us on our Facebook page at facebook.com/News5Live. I'm Sabrina Daly. Thanks for joining us. And from all of us here at News 5, please remember to wash your hands, keep your social distance, and stay safe. Good night.